Initially, it was a real cultural shock, coming from our culture here, because it was my first trip outside of Africa, and way out of Africa, from Africa to the US. So it was a real, very different experience. The culture is very different. The weather wasn't bad. San Diego is kind of almost tropical. I thought, how will I manage being here? New, I don't know anybody, I have no connections whatsoever, new culture, new everything. Then I'm pregnant. How can I manage? Initially, I was like, can I have this pregnancy really? Oh, do I go? I was having a mixed of, I was really mixed up initially. But in the end, as I went on, I thought my health was okay. I was stable. I could do my studies, and I did very well. And I said, yeah, I can keep it. And then I got new friend, good friend, nice friends who are very supportive from different countries. So I stayed on until just before the delivery. My husband was also, by then, he couldn't join me because he was doing his master's in medicine, in surgery in Dar es Salaam. So it happened that by chance again, that just after he finished his first year exams, it was the time when Nafisa was about to be born. So he joined me, and then we were together, and I gave birth to her. It was very exciting having her, and this graduation, in maternal and child health field of mine. I am really so happy to be in maternal and child health field all the time, serving women and children. So it was really exciting and nice. I enjoyed it. I will never regret. Yes.
My name is Karyl-Lyn. I'm a receptionist. I feel like I'm in every part of Wajamama. Like I have every title because we are working as a team.
Beautiful here. Very, very beautiful.
When I came to set up Wajamama, it was really important to me to set up a completely healing, beautiful environment.
I'm already blown away. It is amazing what she has created here.
That's
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know which one you're talking about. I haven't done it yet.
But you done the other one, Ancestry?
The Ancestry.
And the 21andMe. But the one with those, the 21andMe, and thank you, Karyl-Lyn. Asante. Asante San.
Very good as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. How's it going, guys? Are you guys almost getting over your jet lag? No. Little by little.
I'm a nurse and midwife, but in here we don't give deliveries here because mostly we have foreigners, and foreigners are not going to deliver here. They're just going to their countries. But those who want it, they get delivered to. We have the partnership of some hospital there, Hotels Hospital, yeah. But here I'm mostly working as nurse.
Having grown up basically in a household with two of the very few medical doctors that were available on the island at that time, healthcare is all that I knew. So I feel like in terms of healthcare, there was no way out.
It's like, where's my pacifier? All right.
Back then, we didn't have any private hospitals. Our apartment was at all hours of the day and night, it would turn into an urgent care center. because one of my parents was either on call, or if they weren't on call, people still came and looked for them. Oh my goodness! Whose baby is this?
Yeah, I know, it's beautiful, right?
I went to Georgetown. I pursued my nurse midwifery and women's health and peace certification. And after that, I got a job in Baltimore, working in a hospital in Baltimore. But no matter how hard I tried to stay in the U.S., I just, I kept thinking about the women in Zanzibar. And so to me, like I didn't have it. Coming back was not an option. I had to come back.
And that's Abby. So where did you go? There she is.
Nafisa is my niece, and we grew up together with my elder sister, who is Nafisa's mom. We are a big family.
That's my dad.
Living in Zanzibar, you are free to move around. So you play, you have enough time for your childhood. You are free, you have no worries. Your neighbor is your mother. You have friends, they are like your sisters. If you have any problem, you find people coming faster.
I received a message from Nafisa as before she started, and she wanted to see me, and she told me briefly about she's going to the idea of opening a wellness center. First, I was asking myself, well, Nafisa will be able to be successful, because it's the first time there will be a lot of challenge. But then I said, yeah, I will be happy to support anything that you do. I will support you.
Yeah, we just recently dug a well so that when we start to build, there's water from a natural source instead of us buying water.
So what we're trying to build is a destination birth center. And the reason why we're doing it that way versus just like building a birth center just anywhere in Zanzibar is because I am a very strong believer in sustainable models.
So it goes all the way that way to that, like that tree over there. That's how wide it is. And you walk all the way to the beach.
Wow, all the way to the beach is your land?
I don't want to just depend on funding. Kizimkazi, because it's beautiful, the people are beautiful, it's a controlled population, and so like it's easy for us to show that like this model works. And also, yeah, it's a really cool fishing village.
Are you guys still okay? Usually this is a little bit more open. Still more cow poop, so watch your steps. Yeah. That's why I'm like, okay, I can't walk and talk. So it comes all the way, it's very low tide right now. But you'll see where we're going, like it's actually really beautiful when the tide comes in. Careful. It's all the way here. Yeah. So when the tide comes in, it's like you can jump into the ocean and all that stuff. From here? Yeah, it's a super low tide.
We're not only, serving women in terms of having a safe space for them to give, safe and beautiful space for them to give birth, but also we are training local clinicians to basically provide that model of care as well, whether they're at the government facilities or whether they're at another clinic, whether they go somewhere else. Because obviously, like I think, to me, the midwifery model is not being practiced enough around the globe. It's not just Zanzibar.
Ooh.
Being next to the ocean can also help like women like be more grounded.
She's good?
Yongo. Yongo.
What is it? Is it a shell?
It's like a slug.
You have ever seen this?
Mm-mm.
You don't ever see.
Ah! It's rolling!
Which country you come from?
Initially, we thought she was, maybe she wasn't sure if she's coming or she's going elsewhere in the US. Until when she decided that she's coming, then I thought, well, I'm retiring, but maybe I can be of help to her.
But this is our managing director's office here. And then we lost the team. This is our observation room here. The consultation room is in here, where I see all my patients.
Nafisa has made wonders, and she created Wajamama in a very different way.
So this is Doreen. She has one of the most successful and amazing fashion design brands in Tanzania. She's also a homecoming diaspora. She was in Switzerland for a while, and so I'm always inspired by her and her drive and how much she's doing in the community, especially having been from here. Yeah, it's always nice to see everything that she's doing.
Nafisa has been, a great addition to our community. I returned before she did, and we always had the problem where we had to wait for the big checkup when we go back to Europe for some of us who could afford to. But imagine for the people who are disadvantaged, the limitations have been, enormous. So when she started her clinic, I visited her and I thought this is amazing, something that is very natural and should be in society.
Cervical cancers, which is crazy, being from, having worked in the US, it's crazy that cervical cancer is the #1 cancer killer in this part of the world, but we got a grant to basically address that. And then we also have our breast cancer initiative. Obviously, as a person who does well women visits, I usually do both per visit. And so we figured the scarf should specifically support the cervical cancer screenings and stuff like that. Yeah, we're really excited to get to work together. Can you show me that photo again that you
We've got Wajamama Wellness, which is essentially registered as a business, and then the foundation, which is the NGO arm. And essentially my role is managing the various projects that kind of sit under the Wajamama umbrella of women and girls' health. So we kind of talk about this comprehensive model of reproduction and prenatal care. So I manage programs around working with girls around menstrual health, hygiene, well-being, the importance of movement and fitness. So this is the stuff that we're doing around, making sure they're in the best health reproductive-wise, and that they have as much information and knowledge as possible in terms of what's going on with their bodies.
clinic, yeah.
So that our do prenatal is done here. I'll show you where, and then we're gonna start the cervical cancer screening out here as well.
Natosha. Alright. Yes, Nafisa ni.
Huyu ndo mkunga wetu. Au sio? Okay, so you can walk around the clinic. This is an outpatient clinic. They see different patients. Like, you know, if you are sick, it's like a primary care clinic.
So you are a doctor, nurse?
Yes, I'm a doctor here. Doctor in charge here. And here, so we are doing some injection.
So like if someone has a cut or a wound, this is where you
Yes.
do surgery here?
No, a simple surgery.
And what are the types of things that you usually treat people for? What's the most common thing?
Upper respiratory tract infection, diarrhea, malaria, hypertension, diabetes, yes, and so on.
COVID?
Skin infection, like leprosy, something like that. A spontaneous labor and then a delivery.
So you were going in for an induction and you just went into labor?
Yes.
The baby knew what to do.
Now let me ask you, what were you doing to try to get yourself into labor? Were there things you were doing like herbs or
I was overstressed and then I got labor pain when I was in the ultrasound room on the bed ultrasound. I got labor because the ultrasound man told me, you have a big baby, you must have Caesar, this and this and this and this. I feel pain, started feeling pain. And they said, oh no, this is labor pain. You have to go home faster and make some clothes and then prepare. I think at the hospital.
I think when he was doing the ultrasound and he said you need a Caesar, the baby said no.
You know, no.
The baby said no, I'm coming.
So these are the two of the village midwives, I should say, because there are more.
Can you translate?
I can, but I don't have a mask, so I have to do it from here.
Oh, that's fine.
We might want to ask them if it's okay.
Yeah.
Wanaweza kupiga ni video? Hamna shida? Okay, sawa.
Asante sana. We are very, very happy to meet you.
Sisi tumefurahi sana kumuona naye kutembelea. Na faraja kubwa kuja kutembelea leo.
Unahisi watoto wangapi maisha yako ushawahi kuwasaidia kuja duniani?
Hawana hesabu, wengi maana hesabu hawana.
Miaka mingapi tuseme ulikuwa nyie wakunga?
Miaka mingi haikosi hata kuna kwa 15.
Even 30 years.
Kama miaka 30.
30 years?
Kwanza kazi. Miaka 30 inafika.
Yeah.
Maana mimi nilikuwa nimezalisha tangu mama yake Bishida yule marehemu kule Kiungani mtu Bashoka. Ndio leo hiyo. Zamani sana kazi hiyo tumeanza. Zamani sana.
Kwa hivyo kwa ufupi nyinyi ni mabingwa kwa kazi hii. I was saying basically you guys are champions when it comes to catching babies.
Ya kusaidia tumekuja hapa kama daktari wetu na binajati wakatuelimisha kutufundisha kama likitokea tatizo hivi wakati watu wanazalia maji. Tukaja hapa tunasoma kwa binajati ikiwa anatufundisha tunaoneshwa jinsi tatizo hili huku tunaoneshwa likitokea unalifanya hivi tulikuwa tuna siku zetu maalum tunakuja tukisema hapa mafunzo tulipata vya elimu na moja.
Hongereni.
Being a midwife in general is not for the faint-hearted. It really is not. Like, you can't just be a midwife for fun.
Ana wengine wanachelewa kidogo kuita. Unakwenda tu mchukisha kaa kisha umwata. Yule ndo anazalia njiani. Maana lakini
tena pale nikimpata pale na mkipo kile namwahisha pale na nini mara moja kuliko kwenda naye Makunduchi.
Being a midwife in Zanzibar is a completely different level of challenge.
Would you mind sharing a birth story? A story of a birth that you've attended?
Lakini historia ambayo ilikuwa yani nzuri. Mtoto kazaliwa nyumbani, alafu akazaliwa salama kama hivyo. Tunataka story nzuri sio zile mbaya.
Kwenda nyumbani baada kufika tu yule mtu kwanza kakaa manywele kama shetani. Nilipofika tu nikasema hapa mtelekeni basi. Huyu sifiki. Nilipofika tu mtoto tayari na nilimzalisha salama salimini bila na mtoto wenyewe ndo hanza azae. Biti ndo hanza azae mtoto wake wa mwanzo. Pale nikamsaidia kwa salama na nilipokwisha pale nikampeleka kituo cha afya pale nikapata hongera wa yule mtoto uzito alokuwa nao na hana tatizo lolote mzazi. Waliporudi mama umepewa hongera bibi. Kwa umemzalisha mtoto na yuko salama na huyu mtoto ndo hanza mtoto wa mwanzo. Kwa hivyo nimepewa hongera. Kwa hivyo nakupa hongera yako.
Midwives of Zanzibar are like superwomen. Yeah, because they are doing a lot without getting tired.
You really might have like 50 women. Like for example, at the main hospital, there are 50 births a day. And maybe per shift have 2 midwives.
I had a midwife and she was very nice. You know, we hear stories about midwives here, like they punch the pregnant ladies when they go to give birth, they shouted at them, saying bad words. But like mine was friendly. She was like, Agnes, help me, I help you, be calm, God is with you, just pray, breathe in, breathe out, okay? So she was good, she was very nice.
Practice how I'm gonna breathe, practice how I'm gonna relax my shoulders, how I'm gonna relax my hips, that whole body surrender, and then it becomes muscle memory.
We want to bring partners in.
One of the things that comes up a lot in pregnancy is shortness of breath because the lungs get compressed by the uterus, right?
We want to bring the men into the conversation. We want to give them, provide them with the knowledge and, equip them with skills to basically support.
My name is Abdullah. That's your name is Selemani. Yes, Selemani is Abdullah. Welcome to the boat. This is the captain boat, the assistants. Okay, Karibu. You know Karibu? Yes. Okay, welcome. Okay, Karibu.
She's a midwife.
Yes.
And doula.
Kunga.
Nkunga.
Kunga. Oh, yeah, yes. Kunga, any hospital, eh?
No, not in the hospital. We do at home.
Home?
Home and birth center.
You like this in Zanzibar? But sometimes also no hospital to take you home. Take you on. Sometimes no hospital. Ah, yes.
I like home birth. It's better.
No hospital?
I think that many women feel more comfortable giving birth at home.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
They feel more comfort at home.
Oh.
And they have more freedom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hospital is no far away hospital, eh?
No, the hospitals are pretty close. Yeah. Were you born at home?
Yeah, I'm gonna home, yes, yeah. And now is your, what about your the British, Muzungu, sasa that says that Muzungu. What, brings to home?
Muzungu, do they deliver at home?
Muzungu, I know Muzungu? The white people, what about?
White people, yeah.
Yeah. What about your flash your home? Only at the hospital?
No, they do home as well.
Yeah.
They like to do home.
She said that, the wife and husband maybe to go together to show you, and it's so flash the true, yeah?
Mm-hmm. They go together to the hospital.
Yes, it's true.
Mm-hmm. The men go too.
So here and here.
Yeah.
You say that you are flash, you say that your wife is up Zanzibar, no.
No.
But no.
But they go alone.
They go alone. It's a lady, it's a doctor, and she doctor.
Do you think the men should go?
Yes, you go. Go. No, go.
For me, it starts there. Like, you need to see, like, once you see a woman give birth to a baby, like, I feel like that's life-changing. You know, there's nothing more, there's absolutely nothing more powerful than that in the world.
But I'm going to a hospital, okay? Like this, okay. Doctor, okay, all right, go. Go. Yes.
We want to offer parenting classes as well that involve both partners, so that parenting is not just the woman's responsibility.
The woman here is more responsibility than usual, because it's a big, heavy burden of mental. As a mother, wife, we were expecting too much to give it to the family, husband, there's our sibling, our family, our own family, like our sibling, our parent, we need to share all this. And as a woman, it's too much. So I can see when women are getting married, maybe they're 20 years or 18 years, and after 3 years, you can see they're like falling apart. They're falling apart. The beauty is gone and everything, and their skin is changing, their color is changing. You can see that emotionally and mentally and physically, they are not fit at all.
Do you eat durian? Durian. You know what is durian? This is the durian. So durian is the kind of fruit which you can have like this. And you can see, like Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, they grow a lot of this fruit. But in Zanzibar also we have a lot of this fruit. But the problem with this fruit, when you're first there to eat, you have to do like this. You have to close your nose because the smell is terrible.
Nini mkunga.
Ah, wewe mkunga? It's a local or from hospital?
Local, at home.
Ah.
So what herbs do the mkunga use? What type of herbs here do they use for pregnancy, for birth?
For getting baby? So this is nutmeg. How we use it here in Zanzibar? This is a spice which is very special for women. This is the spice which is useful for Viagra. It is Viagra for women. You have to know, Zanzibar we are many Muslim. Muslim will get chance to marry 4 wives. One man get chance to marry 4 wives. So every woman, they do competition. This is my husband, this is my husband. That's like a jealous, you know that. So women, how she can fit to catch her husband to stop to marry another wife, she going to use nutmeg. She take nutmeg, she grind to make a powder, she put in a porridge or milk it. After that she drink. After drinking, they change it to get very soft like someone who drink alcohol. And then from that time she do jiggy jiggy every time. Pepper, we get 5 colors from one tree. Green, yellow, red, black and white. So when you see red color like this is the part you can use to make a black, or this is the part you can use to make a white. So this one also, women, they use to remove a gas. Some women, when they get a children, they're going to take a pepper, put in a porridge, and then, because mommy sometimes after get a baby, some women, they don't have enough milk for baby. So the way to get enough milk, mommy, they're going to prepare porridge with pepper, and after she drink, they're going to get a lot of milk for baby. That's why some women also, when they get a baby, when you get a baby, they don't have they get pregnant, and then sometimes they don't have enough. They don't have a plan to have a baby for that time. Also, they don't go to hospital to take the pregnant. They're going to find henna root. They take henna root, boiling, drink, and then the abortion. So something like that. So different way here we do that.
One of the practice is to have for a mother, because for us, once you deliver, you will have like massages. We'll have warm massage. We have massages for the babies as well. How you wrap the baby, how you keep the baby warm, how you for the mother, for example, like the special foods that you give, especially liquids, in the liquid form, like porridge. Our porridges are not just boring porridges. We have spices in it, some little spices that really makes your body become warm. And we do have something like a postpartum, a mother who delivered immediately for 40 days, she needs to rest. But of course, for outside countries, it's not easy. Here, women can stay in the room for 40 days to be taken care, to relax, to come back, for every system to come back.
Wajamama, first you know what it means. The long form is Watoto, Jamii. Watoto is children, Jamii is community, and Mama, women. So to me, it's something very special.
You know, I have a calling to come into midwifery and serve women.
The more you give back to the people, the community, the society, the more you will feel better, the more you will feel happy, the more you will prosper, the more you'll be yourself healthy as well. Because your health is not coming only from yourself. It's what you give outside as well. It's not only what you eat, it's what your neighbor, your community is eating. You have to find out, are they okay, are they fine? And that is how you will live better. Because the more they are okay, you will also be okay around you.
Heshima kwa mama, yale mateso ulinibeba miezi 9 tumboni mwako. Pole sana mama, nikupe nini? Heshima kwa mama.